Hello, lovely ones. Thank you so much for joining me, Lauren, for your daily draw. Okay, I really appreciate you giving the time to me, early in your morning, evening, or afternoon, just to see what the day is bringing us, as we seem to be dealing with. So I'm going to be using the Everyday Tarot and some Nature's Whispers Oracle cards, probably a Whisper card later on as well. Let's just see what information we can gather for today. We are still feeling the effects of the April new moon, which was in Aries last night, so it could be that we're still having some issues, shall we say, with the energy. I know a lot of people who were just completely drained yesterday, so hopefully we'll have better luck today. So the card that we have for today, is the Eight of Swords. Well, there we go. Let's see what information we've got. No, the Eight of Swords isn't that bad, to be honest. It just means that we may feel a little bit isolated today, or want to, this one wanted to come out actually. Yeah, and this one sort of feels like it's a case of we just wanted to be on our own a little bit. We wanted to be, I don't know how to describe it really, but we just want sort of in control of ourselves and who we spend time with and how we spend our time. So I think that's quite important, a lot of us, that we actually do feel that we are in control and that we get the understanding that we need. Oh, the tarot card fell on the floor, so I just went to grab that. But we have the Eight of Swords here. Now, the Eight of Swords isn't, like I say, bad. I think it is just a case of us feeling a little bit groggy, a little bit out of sorts after the fact. So it could be that we're trying to distance ourselves, but in the process, we may feel isolated. So we don't want to feel isolated. What we want to feel is strong and unified. And I feel like we have a duty to ourselves to actually connect a little bit better with how we're feeling. And as a result, push ourselves to the forefront. If you are in a situation today where you're not comfortable at all, you can find a way out. There's a little bird at the top here that says you can find a way out if you are not happy with where you are today. I feel like this comes from a sense of change. Eights are quite a positive number in many different cultures. There's a lot of things that come forwards and give us a sense of well-being and fortune. So this says we can change our fortune if we want to. If we feel like we're down on our luck today, we can alter this. We can change the path we are taking. Then we have be in service. Now, be in service is a fine card. So this technically is a very active card. It's more about, I think, the sense of creativity and the mind and our energies. In numerology, it's a very free-for-all energy. Can be quite healing too. But in this particular iteration, be in service, I think, many people describe this as other people. But I do feel like we have given a lot to other people. Maybe today is the time to be in service to yourself. When we give back to the world, we have a balance, I suppose, because it's in line with what we receive. But when we're in this position and when we have this feeling of, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing, or, God, what was yesterday? Yesterday was just, what? There are so many people who are in need of your services. I think that maybe you've been overwhelmed, or even just one person. So I feel like look to your surroundings, look to nature, look to where you can take or spare a few minutes just to relax. And I feel like your efforts in supporting others around you, your understanding of what's needed for yourself, I feel like you can't support humanity if you're not supporting yourself. I feel like there's a lot of understanding. I think there's a lot of generosity coming in, but you need to put yourself first today, as far as I can read here, because I don't want us all to just be very downtrodden or feel a little bit out of sorts here. I want us to be quite positive and have a good time because it's the weekend. I know not all of us have the weekend off, but If you do, I just think that it would be nice to sort of relax and be in service to yourself. If you do see somebody in need, by all means, feel free to go ahead and actually say, I'm really, wanting to help you. But only if you feel energized enough, because again, the Eight of Swords is kind of saying that if you do feel like you're a little bit under the weather, say, you can change that, you can alter that and have a different arrangement if you are in service to yourself as well as others. Because sometimes, well, a lot of the time, we forget ourselves in the course of things. And again, with this new moon being in Aries and having all this sort of energy that may have overwhelmed us, it could have been something that we just can't control. Maybe we wanted to spend all day in bed. I know a few people who did that. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of them. I did have a nap, but it was one of those things where maybe if we feel like we can control our emotions a little bit more, we can therefore go into a sense of well-being, and sometimes it's not able to do that. So today we may be feeling a variation of that. Ooh, risk. Hello. Okay, so learn to grow wherever you are planted. I feel like this particular card is saying that we have to make the best of the situation that we have. And this could be, this could be that you do take a risk today because you want to get out of this sort of general feeling of funk. So it could be that you ring in sick to work. I'm not telling you what to do. But if you feel that risk is, worth it, it could be that you want to do that. Or it could be that you say, actually, I don't feel too good, friends. I'm just going to take a day off. It could be that you just bury yourself in a book and switch off the outside world. But learn to grow wherever you're planted, to me, means whatever situation you find yourself in today, there is still opportunity to grow. There's still opportunity to learn from this new moon. This isn't something that's very linear or strict or something that Aries is saying, you must be doing this like Saturn probably would. This is more like a free-for-all energy where you can be in the moment and figure out where you want to go from there. If you are planted in an area or in a mood that just feels like, I want to stay here and just go into a ball and watch Netflix all day, that's okay. Find out how you can grow from that. Maybe instead of just watching something that's, I don't know, monotonous or something that doesn't feed you, maybe you could watch a documentary or watch a comedy that will make you laugh and create endorphins. Maybe you can watch something that's worthwhile for you in the longer term. It doesn't really matter your choice of activity. What matters is that you are growing through that time off or through that service to yourself, because it could be that today the best service you can do is put yourself first and just give yourself time to relax. Bake a cake, sit outside for 5 minutes and talk to birds. I know I do. So, that feeling of needing to be present in nature, needing to talk to people. So, a lot of people may have not been very receptive during this new moon. I just feel like there's a sensibility here that we can understand each other and we can go forwards, and we can also bring in a lot of good nature as well. Preparing, I think, for tomorrow. But in the meantime, I hope things go well for you guys. I still have the $10 reading available. If you'd like one, just email me, lauriantarot@gmail.com. That offer is available tomorrow until tomorrow, including Sunday, and then next week I'll have a different offer for you guys. But do your best today. I really do feel like you just need to do your best today and do your best for you. Do what is best for you. But I wish best of luck. Take care of yourselves. I hope you get some rest, because I saw a comment saying that you hadn't even slept yet, so I'm so sorry. Try and rest, try and get yourself cleansed and, prepared for sleep. And I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. Take care of yourselves.